Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias. Let's just load in the last save game that we had here, where we had a population of 138, it looks like, in total. Of course, spread out across our various different worlds. We've just gained control of a new system here, which of course is our new southern sector that we're basically looking at here. Our core worlds are still here, that hasn't changed at all. I did lose control of two systems here because, of course, I abandoned one of my outposts. If you look at the number of outposts I still have, it looks like I still got two outposts in possession here. One up here, and a further one down here. Now, it's my hope, of course, to be able to alleviate some of those stresses on my systems by making sure that I can actually facilitate or build additional ships. Now, I want to basically build some extra ships specifically so that I can actually get access to some other worlds that I don't have access to at the moment. But let's get that clock running first off. Now, I don't really... there's a few worlds here, but they're relatively close to that fallen power there. So where might else I go here? There's another tropical world here. There's a movie there, which is not that strong, so that's good. I did have a few pests over here. There's an ether drake over here who's got, basically blocking my access to that system there. What else can I build here? I want to build, of course, some engineering bays. Let's build one over here at this system here, for example. I want to make sure I got both the crew quarters as well as the engineering bay here. Right, let's get that clock speed up, actually. If you don't want to just stay at this low pace. Sweet. So where is this guy here? Here. Supporting, of course, our scientific efforts. I should have done that straight away with this guy here as well. As soon as it was available, I should have basically moved him back to one of my core worlds here. Let's move him back to Sirius Prime here. Let's get him to assist with research. Waste of effort otherwise. Claimed it's just barely outside my reach at the moment. Let's reduce that clock speed slightly. We've got now the hydroponic farms number 3. That's a good one to have. Collective self. But I want to basically get rid of the deep crust engineering here. The ability to actually get some of the blocks that I haven't been able to access earlier. I can control them now, and of course I can basically now pick the final element here of my unity here. As you can see, building upkeep can reduce, and it also allows me to basically choose an extra perk. Now I don't want to basically choose World Shaper, I think. Defender of the Galaxy. As star nations vie for one another in pretty disputes, sinister forces of unimaginable power are arraying themselves against all sentient life. Who will protect us? Okay, damage to the unbidden is increased, damage to the aberrations is increased, to all AI rebels is increased. Everybody's opinion increased by 20% of us. Okay, that's good. Interstellar Dominion. Let's reduce that speed further if we can. Technological ascendancy, increase my tech discoveries. Consecrated worlds. This is a planetary edict that lasts for 100 years and increases pop happiness, increasing population speed, and boosts unity generation. Imperial prerogative. As our civilization continues to grow, so its beaten heart must also expand. More systems will be placed under our direct control. Interesting one to have. Which kind of basically gets rid of the need for me to have sectors, which, okay. Damage to fallen empires increased. Which one should I go for? Naval capacity increased by 200, wow. Our place amongst the stars is assured and irrefutable, and the borders of our nation equally so. I actually am quite inclined to go for the Defender of the Galaxy here. It kind of gives me a status of being the good guy here in the overall picture. Still not in my border, in my range, unfortunately. Some of these systems are really just on the edge of where I basically get access to them. So he's still busy? Is he idle? It says he's idle. Let's have a look at what he's actually doing in here. Ah, yes, he is busy. So he's not necessarily idle, he's still busy building there something. This one's still outside my reach, but it will eventually become part of my reach. Good. Good. Let's have a look at what else we can do. So we're still researching various different bits. I've looked at my relationships here with these guys. The strongest relationships I got with these here. Still communicate, and it still says -38. Odd, because as the Defender of the Galaxy, I should of course get an improved... Is it improved relationship? Their opinion of us. I was kind of hoping that will basically increase my ability to be accepted there. So unfortunately it doesn't seem to be the case. These guys have basically shrunk in power, as you can see, significantly. But who's taken that space? I think it's the guys here. Well, look at that. We're really now basically on the edge of their domain here. We're being pushed back, I'd almost say.
Research complete.
Finished the research, advanced railguns. What's the next one? The impulse thrusters. That seems to be the best option here at the moment. Makes our ship somewhat faster. Right. 5 months and 5 months for both of those at the moment. I need to work on basically increasing my output. Scientific output, really. Of course, I do want to work on actually boosting my food output. Boosting my food output will actually help me in the longer run. And helps me, of course, also establish a proper stockpile of food. Which I already have at full capacity at the moment. Still -37, as you can see. There's a Savannah world here. I wasn't even aware of that. Savannah. Savannah world. So if I send this ship here, can I potentially colonize this system? Savannah. Savannah has only 20% habitability, which is probably not the best. So it might make sense for me to actually go to the Gorf homeworld and actually do another ship production from there. Let's build 2 from there.
Construction complete.
Looks like that person is migrating, which is not what I was hoping for, but it can happen. Is there got any blockers on these planets here? Nope. Antimatter reactors. area point defense, and I think that's a relatively cheap one to get, which is good. Habitability increase or tile blocker removal. Let's go for the tile blocker removal, which is the ice that I'm going to be able to remove, or the glaciers as they call them. Which also free up a little bit of space on some of the worlds here. But what I want to do here, I want to basically build, in this instance, a visitor center here. Again, that gives me more unity points. Unity points, of course, is one of the very many things I want to basically make sure I get enough of. I can, of course, use a person who produces food at the moment to man that station. This person is migrating to Selnok Prime. Again, I can upgrade some of these facilities here. Pretty much reached the point where again I can actually say, well, what else do I want to add to here? Do I have any upgrades for my ships in the meantime? I wonder. Let's have a look at the destroyers. Don't have anything here, but I might actually have something on here in terms of energy production. Antimatter reactors I already have in place. So that seems to be okay. Here, I actually haven't got an upgrade on these as of yet.
Construction complete.
Just tick the box here for auto upgrade. Let's make sure I save that. Is that already ticked on this one? Yes, it has been. So the cruiser, the destroyer, as well as the battleship here. I really, of course, need to make sure again I put the latest of the greatest of the latest on here. That gives me quite a bit of extra capacity here if I needed it. So I could potentially put extra shields on here. Should really not interfere with the rest of the ship. Unfortunately, it does take away some of the power that I need. But it does actually highlight the fact that there is some potential here.
Complete.
Again, I can actually clear this tile blocker here now. Good for her. If I look at my leadership position, have I got any space for any extra leaders? At the moment I got 14 out of 14, so that's pretty much locked in, so to speak. As you can see, I've got a fair number of them with actual psychic abilities here now. So look, I can actually, of course, offer these guys again another trade deal of wormhole access. They should, of course, appreciate that. Anything I can offer them? It doesn't look like it. Let's have a look at these guys here. Too far away from us.
Construction complete.
Governor leveled up. This is this one here that we looked at just a second ago. Okay, any new trade deals? I'm quite happy with that. It's our offer that we gave him anyway, so good. So let's actually have a look at what else we can do here. Engineering bay. Engineering bay. Engineering bay. Let's look at the services once again. So we're still clearing that spot here, which of course is good. Upgrade this facility here. It's a physics lab. Can I build any new buildings here? Yes, I can. Of course, I can actually go for the more mining facilities I can actually put down here. But even more importantly, I might actually want to go and basically have a look at what I can put on these other ones. Extra capacity for storing minerals is an option. might want to consider putting more power production facilities down. Power plants. Always welcome additions, I would say.
Research complete.
Good, look at that. We can actually clear these entries here as well. Right, what's the next one we want to go for? Naval capacity increase, frontier clinic, or army upkeep? I think leader recruitment cost would be the interesting one, but let's go for the naval capacity increase first. There's no increase in the actual width of my, or the reach of my empire here yet.
Tile blocker cleared.
Let's have a look at, again at our core worlds here. Looks like we're actually building something here now.
Construction complete.
What do I want to put here? Put down a military academy? I could as well.
Tile blocker cleared.
Or maybe I want to go for a particular bit of research. There's various different options here. Let's go and build here a... Still gives me research capability, doesn't it? The academy. But the shield itself, as you can see, actually is a good protective shield here as well. I don't think I'll need it here. So for the moment being, I might actually be inclined to go for the basic science capabilities. Okay. Right, these guys are not willing to grant me access yet. Minus 44, minus 37, 78, 36. So there's yes, just various different levels.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay. What is our biggest shortcoming in? Probably in that engineering option, so let's focus in on engineering, or maybe the central one. Let's go for engineering for the moment. And of course on other worlds, look at the other alternatives.
Incoming transmission.
Here I got a tower, I can actually build something again. Paradise Dome, it's an interesting one to go for. But I think I'm actually going to go for the temple here instead. Research agreement, I'm quite happy with that. New research. Another naval capacity increase. Or habitability, I think I actually go for habitability here. Okay, let's have a look at all the other buildings that we have here. Can I upgrade any of them? Again, I got some blockers here that I can remove. Let's build another mining facility here. Another mining facility here. Leaving, of course, those two last bits empty. Just yet, we don't have any space for them yet. I can upgrade this building here, which is, of course, our original shipyard. Here I'll be able to build, of course, a power production facility. What else do I want to build here? Maybe I want to build in here a visitor center. Habitability increased with that, which is good. Which is always welcome. And here I want to build a science facility. Now I can actually clear these other tile blockers as well. So I'm just setting instructions for those to be clered. Let me these already should be marked as being on the roadmap for clearing. This one I'm going to leave in place because, of course, that's the entrance to that subterranean society with which we're sharing that particular world. But let's increase the game speed once again to actually see what's the impact of all the changes here. War declaration. Now I do want to, of course, focus in on some more shipbuilding.
Construction complete.
Research completed. More advanced combat roles, which of course is welcome, I would say. $35 months that will take. Right, they declared war upon their neighbors here. The dimensional horror is still there. Atherdrick is still there. Let us take our fleet. I'd like to move my fleet into orbit of one of my other planets here, really. Our Arctic world here. Alright, I'm moving my fleet back to my homeworld here. Let's have a look at the services once again. Keep an eye on all those upgrades, of course, that we've done earlier. I should, of course, be able to upgrade some of my buildings here as the planets themselves get upgraded. Now I do need to start building some more naval capacity. Alright, I can of course do a bit of trading here with these guys. We're getting close to my capacity here. We still have a bit of a way to go if I need to. That looks like an interesting system if you just look at it like that, but it's a neutron star, so it's a bit of a weird one. No habitable worlds around it anymore. It's a barren world, and of course another frozen world here. A battered fleet of small civilian vessels carrying Ixidar fleeing from the Evanzor Collective have arrived in our space. After we supplied them with food and provided medical attention to their wounded, the refugees were allowed to settle on Nagin Prime. So let's have a look at the surface. So these are the Ixidar. Are these the guys? I guess. These ragged and frightened refugees are survivors from the extermination program being carried out by the Yizvun Zorak authorities against their species. They only made it out thanks to the efforts of a hastily organized underground railroad and a few sympathetic merchant skippers. Okay, so this looks like we got one of them here. What are their key benefits? They are actually able to go for the Arctic world's habitability. Good. Okay. In terms of rights, colonization allowed, full military service, no migration control, no population control, so everything is basically at full levels, as you can see. And of course they are welcome to my worlds. These guys here, where have we got these? Savannah preference. Latent Psionics. Have I got these guys anywhere? Where can I find them? A species from the planet. Yeah, I know. Trade deal duration expired. Let's offer them a trade deal once again. We can offer them wormhole access again for the same duration. Google Matak. Okay. Star Nation, formerly known as the Lilite Tranquil Mandate, has been destroyed by its enemies. Now this will affect the political climate. That's still to be seen. Okay. Okay. The Lilith were up here, I thought. So we granted them new wormhole access if they were to need it, really. There's quite a bit of movement happening, it looks like, politically. So look, do I need any extra protections being built into here? Possibly. Let's build a military outpost here, defensive platform. Build that over here. Just be on the safe side again. And let's have a look. Anything else on the surface I need to do here?
Construction complete. Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission. Okay. It's these guys here. So they're my neighbors, so in that sense that's good. Just not sure, is it a sensible thing? So we could not form a defensive pact with them, because they are not too happy with us, it looks like. We've got border friction, which is causing a lot of the actual negative opinion of us.
Construction complete.
Okay, I think given the actual time on the clock, it's about time for us to call it a day. So what we're going to do today is we're going to really just say, well, thanks again for joining me. I, of course, hope that you've been able to enjoy today's episode. It's my intention in the next episode, really, to basically start pushing the envelope a little bit further out in such a fashion that we'll be able to, of course, try, hopefully get access to a slightly larger fleet, because my fleet needs to really be updated. Yeah, they're modernized, so to speak. And of course, we do also need to make sure we get enough worlds within our realm to be able to, of course, do proper defenses on there. Anyways, in the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.